Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Code 369. Our motto is to learn by doing sample projects. We will be seeing the sample projects and we will be learning how to code in order to execute that sample project. By doing the sample projects, you will be easily understanding the concepts. That's it. Our topic today is HTML, tables, and this is a full stack development course, and today is class 14. Prerequisites for HTML coding is install the VS Code, install its extensions, create folder and open folder, create a HTML file. To do all these things, I have given links in the description box. Please check it. This is what our sample project is. Now I have created two tables named table 1, table 2 and two tables. Now let us start the project, and title of this web page is tables. Now the first thing which we are going to do is first insert the title of this web page as tables, and second insert the two headings table 1 and table 2. Let us get into the code. This is what the file I have created. The important thing is we have to insert .html in the end of the file name. That is very important. And also you have to check here, select language mode. You have to select this as HTML. Then only the program will be executed. Now let us get into the project. First of all, type HTML :5 in order to insert the base structure of the HTML. If you have to know what is base structure and what are the basic things like element, tag name, all these things, you can watch my video on base structure which I have given in the description box. Now press enter. It has got inserted and this is not necessary, so please delete this. From here to here, this is also not necessary, please delete this. Now what we have to do is change the title of the web page. So type here as tables, and second thing which we have to do is insert heading 1. To insert heading 1, type h1 and enter, and table 1 is our heading 1. And now what you have to do is place the cursor anywhere in this line. I am saying anywhere. So you can place it anywhere, the cursor in this line, and press alt shift and down arrow. Okay, it will be copied, the previous line will be copied to the next line. Now change it to table 2 as the heading. Then press Ctrl S and go to the VS Code folder that you created and open the file. This file is not necessary, delete this. Open this file. Okay, this is the file name which we created, file.html, and it has got opened. The title is tables we have created, and table 1, table 2 we have inserted the headings. Now what you have to do is just create a table like this. Okay, we can create two tables because table 1, table 2, we can create two tables. How to do that? Go to the VS Code, and below the table 1 you have to insert as table, table, type table and press enter. This is how you have to create the table. The first thing which you have to do in order to create table. Now leave some space here, and below table 2 heading, there also you have to create another table. So press table and press enter. Leave some space here. Now what you can do is, table will not be created because we have not created any row at all. Now next thing which we have to create is insert 3 rows. Okay, insert 3 rows here and insert two rows here in the table 2. How to do that? Go inside the table element and type tr. Tr is the expansion of table row. Table row is the expansion of tr. Okay, press enter. Now table row, one table row has got created. Now what you have to do is insert how many table rows in the first table? 3 table rows. So go and, as I said, type press alt shift and down arrow. Now you can copy this. Now you are having 3 table rows. Here in the table 2, what you have to create is 2 table rows. So type TR and press enter and press Alt Shift down arrow. 2 table rows have got created. Okay. Next thing what you have to do is just type this. Actually every box, okay, this every box is called as table cell. Okay, this box is called table cell, this box is called table cell. So how to insert that table cell? We are having 4 table cells in the first row. Okay, we are having 4 table cells in the first row. How to insert them? Go to the first row, this is called the first row, and leave some space here. Type as TD and press enter. 1 table cell has got created. Now we have to insert 4 table cells. So press Alt Shift down arrow. Now you have created 4 table cells. Now what you can do is go to table again. In the second and third row also it is having 4 table cells. So do the same thing. Just copy this by pressing Ctrl C, and in the second table row press Ctrl V. Sorry, what has happened is, go back again. Here you have to type, sorry. Press Ctrl V here, and in the third table row also you have to create 4 table cells. So press Ctrl V here. Now how can we define this as table 1? We can use commands in HTML. How to insert commands? Press less than, exclamation, hyphen, and type as row 1. Okay. Now just copy this thing by pressing Ctrl C and paste here also. And do the same thing for here also. Now you can change this as row 2 and this as row 3. Okay, it will be helping you to identify which row we are working on. Okay. Now we have created 4 table cells in each row. Let us see what will happen if we save this and open the web page. Press Ctrl S and go to the web page and reload by pressing Ctrl R. Actually now no table row has got opened because we have not created any cells inside we have not typed any text inside the table cell. Okay, now what we have to do is type text inside the table cell. What we have to type here, we can see student name, subject marks in the first cell, science, maths, physics in the second, third, fourth table cells. Okay, now I am going to type here in the row 1 in the first table cell. What I am going to do is type student name / student marks, and in the second what I am going to do is type science and here maths, here physics. Now press Ctrl S and go to the page again and reload. You can see here student name, student marks, science, maths, physics. Actually we have to do one thing also. It has no border. Okay, it has just typed the text here, but it is not having this border like lines. So how to insert them? Go to VS Code. What you have to do is, I'm sorry, actually I should have done this at first itself, but I have forgotten. Go to the table element and in the open tag type as border BORDER equal to 1. Okay, if we change the value, what will happen? We will be seeing after some time. Okay, if we change, what will happen? We will be seeing that after some time. Now what you have to do is insert another thing also, like width equal to 100%, and press Ctrl S. Save this and go back. Press Ctrl R, reload. Okay, it has got created like this. Now these two rows does not have anything. We have to insert some text here. So what you have to do is, in the second row, insert the text like Bharat and his marks in the four table cells. How to do that? Go to the second row, row 2. Here you can type Bharat in the first table cell, and in the second table cell his marks 90, 99, 100, 98, like that. And press Ctrl S, go back and press Ctrl R. Now you can see his marks in the three subjects: science, maths, physics. Now the second name Arun and his marks. How to do that? Go back to the VS Code. Here type Arun, and here 95, 98, 99. Press Ctrl S and go back. Reload. You can see this. Okay. Now you can see this. But what is the difference between this table and this table? I'm showing you what is the difference. Here in this row, okay, in this row we are seeing things like student name, subject marks, science, maths, physics in the center of the table cell. Here in the center of the table cell, and also in bold. But what happens here? We are seeing in the first itself, in the left alignment. We are not seeing in the center. Here also we are not seeing it in the center. So how to make it center? So before seeing how to make it center, why do we have to create it as center? Because this is what the title, okay? This is what the title, student name, science, maths, physics, or some title. So you are giving it in the center. Let us see how to make it center, like title, like heading, okay? So go back. So what you have to do is, in which row we are giving to, in which row we are going to give title, like student name, marks, science, maths, physics. This is what the title, heading, okay? So how to do that? Just change TD as TH, okay? If you are giving TD, it will not be becoming heading, okay? It will be typed in the left alignment only. But if you are giving TH, it will be typed as a heading, okay? First itself I would have done this, but in order to show you what's the difference, I am changing it now after some time, okay? Just change TH. Here also change it as TH. Here TH. Here TH. Here TH. Here also TH. Press Ctrl S. Go back, and here reload. Now it has become table heading, okay? Now in the next table what we have to do is insert these three text inside three data cells, okay? In the first row we are having three data cells, and we are going to insert three text inside them. Now what we are going to do is, let us go to the table. Here we have created two table rows, okay? This is what table 2 is, and we have created two table rows. We can add comment to show it as row 1 and row 2, okay? Less than, exclamation, hyphen, row 1. Just copy this thing here, inside here in the top of the table, in the top of the second row. Now add space here and here. Now change it as 2. Now then what you are going to do is insert three cells inside both the rows, okay? What you can do is type TD and press enter, press Alt Shift down arrow, and now you have created three table data cells. and press TD here also, and press Alt Shift down arrow. Here also you have created 3 table data cells, and what you have to insert is maths marks of all students, science marks of all students, quality marks of all students. Like this you are going to type maths marks of all students, and here science marks of all students, and here what is here, quality marks of all students, quality marks of all students. Here in the, actually I have inserted all these things in the second row. It's okay, there is no problem. We are interchanging the first and second row, it's not problem. Let us create the second row in our first row of our project. Okay, history marks, geography marks, civics marks. History marks, geography marks, civics marks. Actually we can change it by press Ctrl X and paste here. Here also press Ctrl X and press here. Now we have interchanged. Now press Ctrl S and go to the table and press Ctrl R. Here also we have to insert border, but I failed to do that, sorry. Go to the table here, okay. And what you have to do is, in the open tag itself, give attribute border equal to 1 and width equal to 100%. Now press Ctrl S, go back, press Ctrl R. Now we have created border. Now the thing which we have to learn from this table too is, actually we are not giving any value at all, but we are going to learn a thing. Like we can see here, this row, this column, actually this is called column, okay. This is called column. From top to bottom this is called column. From left to right it is called as row, okay. Now we are going to discuss about column. From top to bottom, this column is having width from up to here, and this column is having width up to here, and this column is extending from here to here, okay. From here to here it is going. So you can see this is the 100% of the width of table, okay. This is called 100% of the width of table. So how did we do that? Here we are giving 100% as width, okay. This table will be having 100% width. So what will happen if we change it to 50%? 50%, type as 50 and press Ctrl S and reload. So here, sorry, reload. The whole table size has become 50%. This whole table width has become 50% of the total screen, okay. If you are giving as 25%, sorry, 25%, press Ctrl S and Ctrl R. It has become 25% of the width of the whole page, okay. Now we create it to 100% and press Ctrl S, press Ctrl R. It has become 100%. Then now what we are going to do is, we can assign the width percentage to the specific table cells also, okay. That is what we are going to learn. How to make this column width as 25% of the whole table width. Whole table width. And how to make this column 25% of the total width of the whole table. And if we assign values for both these two columns, automatically the remaining percentage will be get by this column, okay. Let us see. If I am assigning table actually table 2 and table 2 row 1. What I am going to do is, here what you are going to do is, in the first, actually we should not do here. In order to change this columns whole, this columns width, in order to change this columns width, what you have to do is go to this element, this cell element. Okay, first cell of the first row, first cell of the first row. Okay, go here and what you have to do is type width equal to 25%. Now press Ctrl S and go back to the table and see here what has happened. Press Ctrl R. The first column width has become 25%. Then how to change the second column width? Go back, go to the first cell, go back to the second cell of the first row here. Now we have to change as width equal to 25% and press Ctrl S, press Ctrl R. This also has become 25% of the whole width of the table. Now we can ask, do we have to change the width of this column also? No, not necessary, because already we have allocated width for the first column and the second column. So the remaining space will be occupied by the third column. Okay, we don't need to insert space for that also, insert width. And now the another thing which we have got left is, what is mean by border 1. Okay, here I have inserted border 1. If you change it to 10, what will happen? Even 25, what will happen? Press Ctrl S. I have changed this for table 1. Go back and press Ctrl R. You can see this border, its thickness will get increased. If we change it to 100, what will happen? Press Ctrl S, go back, reload. This much of table width, this much of table border thickness it will be having. Okay, so we have inserted, let us see, 5. Press Ctrl R. This is a normal thickness. Okay, but actually 1 is the correct thickness. So put 1 and go here. It is normal. Okay. So this is what our project is. We have completed the project. So then what we are going to do is go back to the assignment. Function, fine. This is the assignment. Do the sample project. Okay, we have seen the sample project. You do the same sample project by yourself and check whether your code is correct or not. Okay, by seeing at the last of this video, in the last I will be showing you the solution, and with that you can check whether your code is correct or not. Now I am going to show my code. Okay, this is my code, you can see here, and let me scroll down. Let me scroll down and let me scroll down again. Let me scroll down again. Our code has got finished. Thank you for watching, my friends. We will be seeing in the upcoming videos. Thank you for supporting me. Please subscribe me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.